What's going on, guys? I want to take a minute and show you guys my personal collection, and talk a little bit about how I price my cards when I post them on eBay. And I think those two things kind of go hand in hand. I'll explain in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I don't really PC too much. I mostly, sell anything I get my hands on, but over the years I have come a couple of really cool cards that I have decided to kind of put aside. The first two are probably my favorites. This is Kobe Bryant, my absolute favorite player of all time, on the 2014 die cut to 139 and the PSA 9. I had my eBay search filters set for months trying to find this card until I finally did. And then we got Rex Ryan on the Mosaic Black 1/1. Now, this again, there's maybe 3 Rex Ryan 1/1 autos in existence. I happened to be in a Facebook group where a guy posted this. He said it's not for sale. I found one of the other 2 that had sold. I sent him a screenshot of the comp on that one, and I told him I'd pay him double. And he said, sure, and that's how I kind of got my hands on it. Then we got the other couple of Rex Ryans. I'm a Jets fan. The only time the Jets have ever brought me happiness was this man beat the Patriots in the playoffs. So you got the regular classic Mosaic, and then you got the gold 210. Then these cards are not particularly rare or expensive, but I love them just because they're so unique. It is Michael Jordan wearing the number 12 jersey. Obviously, the famous St. Vincent card. Everybody knows about this. And then you have this one, again, wearing the number 12 jersey. If you don't know the story there's an away game in Orlando where somebody managed to steal Michael Jordan's jersey before the game. They didn't have any backup jerseys. The only jersey they had was a number 12 jersey with no name on the back, so he wore it for that one game. Going back to my Jets, we got a Darrelle Revis RPA, Revis Island on the iMac to 99. Love the triple patch, love the on card, just a beautiful card. Then we got Kobe with the game used ball patch. I know Collector's Edge is not a very high-end brand, but it's Kobe, it's game used. I like how it looks. More Lakers, we got Ron Artest, a.k.a. Metta World Peace, a.k.a. Kobe passed me the ball, on the purple Pulsar color match, number 215. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. Then we got Derek Fisher on the Crown Royale Platinum Auto 1/1. More Metta World Peace on the purple Obsidian color match to 49. Newest Laker Luka Doncic on the Obsidian Reggae Flood 275. Then we got some wrestling. I'm a big wrestling fan. CM Punk on the Panini 1 sealed patch auto. Main event Uso to 99 on the National Treasures. Another favorite of mine is Magic Johnson and the Michigan Uni on the Immaculate Ink Platinum 1/1. It's another card where, like, it's in my PC, but it's not in my PC. You'll find that on eBay. I have it listed high. My kind of mentality on some of these cards is I like it, but if somebody likes it more than me and is willing to pay the high price, I don't have a problem letting it go. But if no one wants to pay the high price, I don't mind looking at it in my personal collection. And then we got Shaq in the Lakers Uni Auto, little die cut to 49. And we got some slabs. Again, Sauce Gardner on the Contenders Optic ticket. That is just a beautiful on-card auto in a 9. Another Sauce. This is his True iMac RPA. Not the True 99. This is the 25. On-card dual patch. I love the way that one looks. Now, this one is cool. This is the first card I ever got graded. Luckily enough, it came back as a PSA 10. I originally sold it just because, I was early in my career. But then I found the guy I sold it to, and I bought it back from him. He was nice, cool enough to kind of sell to me for basically the same price. But, yeah, just has sentimental value because it is the first card I ever got graded. More Kobe Bryant. This is just a super rare rookie card of his. Getting it in a higher grade than an 8 is almost impossible. Getting the 8 was, probably as much as I wanted to spend because, again, I'm not a big PC guy to begin with. And then just, about to be 2-time MVP Shy. Love Genesis. You have the little color match on the stitching and the Genesis color in a 9. You notice I have a lot of 9s. 9s are, if you're looking for stuff for your PC, 9s are great because if people run them at auctions, 9s always sell super low in auctions. Which brings me to my point about how do I price my cards for eBay. you hear a lot about it. Talk about comps in this hobby. People talk about comps, selling your cards at the same price as the same card it previously sold. That is not how I price my cards. I generally ignore comps and I look at what is currently listed on the market, and I will price my cards to be a little higher than the lowest current listing on the market. My mentality is I'm trying to sell. I'm not trying to sell to people that want my card to resell it. I'm trying to sell to somebody who's going to put it in their PC and never sell that card again, which is people like me, with cards like this. People that are buying for their PC are generally willing to overpay for the card a little bit. Most of these cards, you'll notice they're pretty rare. Shaq Autos, Magic Johnson 1/1, that Kobe. These are not cards that you find very often. So when I found them, I paid more than the comp because I knew that if I didn't buy it at that time, chances are I might never see that card again. There might be several months or even years. But like this card, if I didn't buy it when I saw it, I probably would have never had a chance to buy that card again. So that's my mentality. I'm trying to find people that are going to want to buy the card, not to have it, not to buy it, to flip it. So that's why I will always list my cards a little bit high. I will list them a little bit, higher than the current lowest listing. My kind of thinking is that way when the lowest listing sells, mine's now the lowest listing. And there is a little bit of a caveat to that. Obviously, like if there's nothing listed, you can't just list your card for $1,000. You got to be within reason. But if there's nothing listed and the card usually sells for $50, you could list it for $75. You'll probably find a buyer. You just kind of got to be patient. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be trying to put up a lot more content in the near future about kind of how I run my business. So hopefully you guys will like and subscribe and join me on this little adventure.